Today's Clean Drink Happy Hour is all about sharing the tropics with all our friends that are stuck in the snow.
Today we're going to mix a hot buttered rum with a tropical twist.
Yummy. And we're going to pair it with an organic chili. And I'm fixing this full of antioxidants and vegetables, and we're inviting a couple of our friends over for a girls' night in. So won't you join us? I'm going to start by using organic coconut for my oil, which I think is a good choice. I use it for my eggs and everything. I like
coconut.
Yeah, I do too. You can't go wrong with it. And I'm going to be doubling this recipe. Okay, for the meat for my chili, I'm choosing turkey, 99% fat-free. And it's good to look at the percentage because not all of them are 99%. So I'm going to use the turkey, and then I'm going to use chicken sausage. And both of these meats are by Greenwise, which is a Publix brand that is organic and clean, which is what we're all about. So I'm going to brown that in my oil. And I've taken the skin off of the sausage so that there's not big chunks. If I left the skin on, I don't like the texture of that, but then you're also going to get more like a sausage and a skin. And I'm using this cool little tool that helps separate the meat and get it really small, like a ground meat. While you're cooking the meat, you also saute the onions in there with it. Okay, so now we've added the onion, and we're going to add our squash next. I'm using a butternut squash. You can use any winter squash, but I've chosen a butternut squash. And so we're going to saute this for about 5 to 10 minutes until the butternut squash is tender. It's smelling good, and it's even going to smell better when I put in the garlic.
Yay. Best ingredient.
Yeah, can't have too much.
Ever.
Can't have too much. And then I'm also going to add red peppers, bell peppers, and zucchini. As if we didn't have enough color. Oh wow, ladies, come look at this. This is just an explosion of color and aroma.
Yum.
Right?
Pretty.
Does that look healthy or what?
Looks delicious.
Gosh.
How much longer?
So 3 minutes. I'm going to saute this for 3 minutes, and then I'll start adding all of our spices. So Ms. Stephanie, why don't you explain some of the benefits to using these wonderful natural spices?
Aside from them adding flavor to our life, chili powder, along with paprika, come with a lot of vitamin A and C, so some typical antioxidants. Then also cumin, full of antioxidants, and also full of iron and manganese. Now cinnamon there's been studies that show that it lowers your blood glucose levels, and it's also responsible for some nutrients, minerals like manganese and copper. Now our cocoa, it has no sugar. It's very important that we don't add extra sugar where it's not needed. Cocoa is another source of caffeine, very low levels in this, but also theobromine, which is a different type of caffeine that affects the body less.
So, and this is unsweetened organic chocolate.
Yes, organic is very important. And also cocoa has a lot of nutrients in it, like copper, selenium, magnesium.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Girls, come over and smell this. I mean, you can smell the cinnamon and the cocoa. It's almost like a dessert, right? Mm-hmm. Now we're ready to add our tomato sauce. And I found an organic Tuscan Harvest Plum tomatoes. It's by Lucchini, and it's organic, so I felt it was a good choice. Now you can certainly do your own, and that would even be better, I think. Now I think we're ready for our beans. Now, you can use any kind of beans you want. I'm using kidney beans, black beans, and
Pinto?
Pinto, thank you. Pinto beans for this one. And what I've done is, again, organic, but I've just rinsed them, and now it's ready for my chili. And once again, it adds fabulous color, and I personally love
Protein.
beans. Lots of protein, thank you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is just chock full of all kinds of antioxidants, proteins, vegetables, full of vitamins. So guilt-free, and what a great dish to have on hand when you're snowed in. Okay, before we get started on the cocktail for the hour, I wanted to talk about this cutting board. This was an artisan that I just found for the pdbhomestore.com, and it's sustainable wood products that they use, and you can see how gorgeous it is. All the different woods that are chosen, like eucalyptus, and you can be as sustainable as you want with it. You can pick your woods. I was very impressed by, it was actually a husband and wife that work as a team making these, so.
It's beautiful craftsmanship in it.
Isn't it? So smooth.
So our hot buttered rum, it features butter, of course, and butter is often thought to be this bad ingredient that makes you fat and ruins your health, but that's really not the case. As with most dairy, it's a saturated fat. And again, it's not a bad ingredient, being that it's saturated.
And it tastes good.
It's delicious. How can you dismiss butter?
No, we'll find any reason to.
Enjoy something like butter. So this grass-fed butter that we're using, Kerrygold's, because of it being grass-fed, it's a higher quality ingredient, and it's got more nutrients like vitamin K, which is a fat-soluble vitamin. And also vitamin K2 keeps the calcium from building in your arteries.
So you kind of need it, right, ladies?
Sounds
Good,
good,
yeah.
sounds perfect. That's why I put it on my popcorn.
There you go. It's a good
everywhere.
choice, but just make sure it's the good butter.
So now that our spiced butter is melted and mixed, we're going to pour 2 tablespoons of that into each mug. It smells so good.
There you go.
And I'll pour all this.
Mmm. That's got to be good with the cinnamon and ginger.
Surprised at how much the orange shows through, or smells through.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Very citrusy. And then we have our orange slices too. All right.
So after our spiced butter, we use 3/4 of a cup of hot water.
You can top that. I'll pour you some more of the 3/4. You want to put the coconut, organic coconut?
And we top that off. This is like our snow, but just a little bit of
A tropical snow. Unsweetened,
shredded coconut. Make sure it's unsweetened.
organic. Oh, that's pretty. All right. Okay, ladies, you about ready to try? or
Absolutely.
We'll bring it to you. All right. Very good. Garnish that. I'll squeeze the orange into it. You just squeeze the orange slice into each one. A little bit of tropical sunshine. And this is Indian River.
And this is the tropical twist.
This is the tropical twist. And our Indian River fruit comes from Indian River County, right where we live. I must say, kind of paradise. All right. There you go. Okay, well, my husband and I are both known for our cornbread. So I'm going to share that recipe with you. And once again, you can make healthy choices even when making something like cornbread. First of all, it is gluten-free, I must say. I'm going to use 2 cups of the cornmeal. And I'm going to use buttermilk, but I'm choosing to use the Friendship All Natural Cultured Buttermilk Light, 1.5% fat. And so that's 1 3/4 cups of that. You want to stir that, baby?
Sure.
Okay. Here you go.
Thank you.
There's that. Okay, now, honey, go ahead and stir that. And I'm going to use, instead of oil in my cast iron skillet, I'm going to put the coconut oil, and I'm going to spread that around, because what I'm going to do, I'm preheating my oven to 450, and I'm going to put my coconut oil in there and let it get good and hot. Okay? You stir. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. And then the eggs I've chosen are vegetarian eggs. They're all vegetarian feed. No hormones, no antibiotics, or animal byproducts. So that was my choice. Okay. There we go. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Stir that real good. Now when your pan, your cast iron skillet is good and hot, it's ready to pour in. Hear it sizzle. It's actually frying it. Now, to my northern friends, this is a southern cornbread recipe that I'm sharing with you. So, and it is yummy. All right, there we go. Okay, so you put your cornbread in the oven, and I set it on 20 minutes. That way I can kind of eyeball it for 20 minutes. If I need to go 3 minutes more to get it nice and just kind of golden on top and watch it kind of sort of separate, then you know it's good. The jalapenos I've chopped up for just sprinkling on the chili for taste and a little bit of spiciness to add a little more hotness for those people stuck in the cold. I got that at the farmer's market. My cheese I chose to shred and sprinkle on top is a grass-fed organic. So once again, just nothing but healthy choices. You don't have to live like a nun. You can enjoy your favorite foods. Just make sure that all the choices that you make are healthy ones.
Oh.
Beautiful. Thanks for joining us once again for another Clean Drink Happy Hour. And for more eco-friendly clean living products, go to pdbhomestore.com. And for design tips, go to digthisdesign.net. And until next time, friends, keep it clean. Cheers.
Cheers.